in last class, we discussed what are the various causes of change. So the cause of change could be heat or force. Okay. Then in specific, we discussed that what are the different changes due to heat. So change of state can take place, expansion can take place, a chemical change can take place. All these are changes due to heat. Right? Now, do you know how do we fix a wooden wheel with an iron rim? There is a wooden wheel and an iron rim is fixed onto it.
Yes, ma'am. May I tell Shanvi?
Okay, Shanvi, go ahead.
Ma'am, the metal is expanded by heating and then it is fixed.
The metal, okay, so basically what is done is that when we have to fix an iron rim onto a wooden wheel, both the rim and the wheel, they are made up of equal size. They are of equal size. The iron rim as well as the wooden wheel. Now next what they do is they will heat up the iron rim. Now iron rim is a ring made up of iron. And we know iron is a metal and metals expand on heating. So when we heat the iron rim, it will expand and it will become larger in size. So when heated, the iron rim becomes slightly bigger in size, and once it becomes slightly bigger in size, so it has expanded. Now what is done is they will put it around the wooden wheel and they will allow it to cool down. What will happen as it cools down? What will happen to the iron rim as it cools down? Tell me.
Ma'am, it will contract and it will fit the wooden wheel.
Yes, very good. So as the iron rim cools down, it contracts. So once it contracts, it will become tightly fixed onto the wooden wheel. Okay, it will become tightly fixed onto the wooden wheel, and thus we can fit iron rim or an iron frame onto a wooden wheel. Okay, and the same concept is used to fit iron handles, sorry, not iron handles, wooden handles on iron tools. So you must have seen an axe like this. Okay, it has rings, and onto these rings there is fitted a wooden handle. Okay, so axe is your, what do we call, kulhadi in Hindi. Okay, similarly, if you see a shovel and many tools, you will find that they have wooden handles, but they are made up of metal. So first of all, tell me why won't they make the whole tool out of metal? If they're making an iron axe, if they're making axe out of iron, why don't they make the handle out of iron too?
Ma'am, it would become very heavy.
Yes, yes, very good. It will become very heavy. If we make the whole tool out of iron, it will become very heavy to use. So what they do is they will generally make the main part, which is needed to be very strong. They will make the main part of metal, and rest of the part they will make of wood. So what is done? You will see these. There are rings here made up of metal. So they will heat this ring. They will heat this ring, and this ring will become bigger. Then they will fix the handle onto it, and once the ring cools down, it will get fixed with the handle very tightly. Got it? Understood how wooden handles are fixed onto iron tools or metal tools?
Yes, ma'am.
So today we discuss reversible and irreversible changes. Now reversible changes, as the name is suggesting, it is an effect on a substance which can be returned to its original state. So suppose you take a sheet of paper and you fold it. So once you unfold it, the paper becomes whole again. So this is a reversible change, a change which can be undone. Okay? So the change basically alters only the physical state of the substance. No new substance is getting formed. So you are only changing the appearance of the object. Say you take wood and you make a chair out of it, but wood is still wood, right? If you take a metal and you make a toy out of it, or you make a tool out of it, so it's still, the metal is still metal. So all these changes in which the change can be undone and the object can be restored to its original form, all these changes are called as reversible changes. So very quickly note down what is a reversible change. It is an effect on a substance which can be returned to its original state, or you can say simply say a change which can be undone. Now in many books you will find that physical changes are reversible changes. Do you think this statement is always true? All physical changes are reversible changes. So breaking of glass
And ma'am, if we
is a,
cut the mango, we can't reverse.
it's a physical change but can't be reversed. So a change which cannot be reversed, what do we call that change?
Irreversible change.
Yes, correct. So a change which you cannot undo. For example, if you burn a book, there is no way to restore it. So that's an irreversible change. Please change the spelling. Irreversible, IRRE. It's not IRRI, it's IRRE. Irreversible change. So all changes which are physical are not reversible. So breaking of a glass, tearing of paper, again it's a physical, but it's an irreversible change.
Ma'am, with the help of some chemicals also.
Most of the time you will see even with chemicals also you will not be able to reverse the change. Only there are certain reactions which can be reversed. Yes, we can say most of the chemical changes are irreversible. Okay, but not all of them. So all changes which are physical are not reversible. And we can also say most of the chemical changes, not all, most of the chemical changes are irreversible. Like, can you give me an example of a chemical change which is reversible? A chemical change which is reversible.
Ma'am, we can melt the wax and we can also again make it into a candle.
Melting of candle anyways is going to be a physical change unless you are burning the candle. Melting the candle is a physical change. I'm asking of a chemical change which is reversible. Think about it. Almost every day you are using that item. Think about it. कुछ याद आया? So right now you are attending the class on
Laptop.
Do you charge it? Do you charge it every day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you are charging the laptop, there is a chemical inside the battery, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when we are charging the laptop, what we are doing? We are passing electricity and we are reversing the chemical reaction which happened inside the battery. Okay. So now again the chemical reaction will occur. You will use the electricity produced and again your laptop will get discharged and next time you will again plug it in the socket and charge it. So when you are charging a battery, inside the battery there are chemicals. So there is a chemical change that takes place inside the battery. So but not every cell can be charged. ये भी आपको पता है that all the cells cannot be charged, or can they be?
No, ma'am.
So we already know that most of the cells that
Charge again because they have a limited life.
yes, so most of the cells that we use, they are one time use. Like we use them and then we have to replace them. But in certain cases, like your laptop batteries, your mobile phone batteries, or in certain remote control cars, you will find that if you charge them, the batteries can be recharged, even in your cars. Okay, so all those reactions where charging can again give you electricity. They are example of an irreversible, they are example of a reversible chemical change. Okay, they are example of reversible chemical change. So you can note down reversible chemical change. Charging a battery is an example of a reversible chemical change. So we cannot say that all reversible changes are chemical or all irreversible changes are chemical or all chemical changes are irreversible. But yes, we can say that most of the chemical changes are irreversible. I think that sums up the chapter. We have done various kinds of changes. We have done physical change, chemical change, changes due to heat, and one of the major changes of heat, that is expansion. Okay, we have done other changes of heat also, but one of the major changes of heat is expansion. Then we can have slow changes, fast changes. There are some changes which take place very slowly, like if we talk about seasons, season change after a considerable period of time, or if I talk about day and night, the change will take place within 12 hours. So now let us see. Melting of ice, it's a reversible change, right? It's a reversible change, but is it a physical change or a chemical change?
A physical change.
Ma'am, physical change.
Physical change. Any kind of change of state, whenever a solid is going to liquid or liquid going to gas or a gas coming back to solid or liquid state, all these are examples of physical changes which are reversible in nature. Blowing a balloon, reversible, and it's a physical change. It's a physical and reversible change. Unless the balloon bursts. If the balloon bursts, then it becomes an irreversible change. Baking a cake.
Ma'am,
It's a
chemical
change.
change and irreversible.
It is chemical and irreversible change. Cooking an egg.
Chemical and
Irreversible
irreversible
change.
change.
Chemical and irreversible change. Breaking a glass.
Physical and irreversible change.
It's a physical and irreversible change. Boiling water.
It's an and it is reversible.
It is a reversible change. I could hear a lot of answers as irreversible. It's a physical change and it's only a change of state. Water is going from its liquid to its gaseous form. So it's a physical change and it's a reversible change. Blooming of flower.
Ma'am,
It's an irreversible change. And it is not necessary that every change we see around us has to be either reversible or irreversible or chemical or physical. Like if I talk about day and night, you cannot call it a chemical change or a physical change. Okay, yes, we can call it, we can categorize it as a slow change or a fast change. Ripening of fruit.
Invisible
It's an irreversible change. So it says to walk through a waterlogged area, you usually shorten the length of your dress by folding it. Can this change be reversed?
yes, ma'am.
So obviously the change can be reversed. This
Yes,
change
ma'am.
can be reversed. You accidentally dropped your favorite toy and broke it. This is a change you did not want. So we can also have desirable or undesirable changes. So can this change be reversed?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. So it's an irreversible change. Some changes are listed in the following table. For each change, write in the blank column whether the change can be reversed or not. The sawing of a piece of wood. So it's reversible or
Ma'am,
irreversible.
irreversible.
So answer would be no. Melting of ice candy.
Yes, ma'am, reversible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Dissolving sugar in water.
Yes,
Ma'am, irreversible.
No. It is reversible. We can get back sugar from the water. It is reversible. It is going to be we need to have a technique of separation, but it is reversible.
we
Cooking
can
of food.
use evaporation. No, ma'am.
We cannot use evaporation for sugar because sugar caramelizes.
Irreversible.
For getting back sugar from water, we use crystallization. Okay, we use crystallization. Cooking of food is irreversible. So we will write no. Ripening of a mango,
No, irreversible.
it is no. Souring of milk, souring of milk, no.
No.
So all these souring of milk, whenever the food goes bad, if it is fermenting, if it is being cooked, all those are examples of chemical changes. A drawing sheet changes when you draw a picture in it. Can you reverse this change?
If only use a pencil.
It depends upon what we have used for drawing. Okay, if we have used a pencil, we can
And if we
reverse it. So it depends upon what we are using for drawing. Give examples to explain the difference between changes that can or cannot be reversed. We have already done this. A thick coating of a plaster of Paris is applied over the bandage on a fractured bone. It becomes hard on drying to keep the fractured bone immobilized. Can the change in POP be reversed?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So if you have ever seen somebody have a fracture, तो आपको पता होगा finally आपको वो जो आपका cast होता है that needs to be taken off by cutting through it. You cannot reverse this change. So this change is irreversible. A bag of cement lying in the open gets wet due to rain during the night. The next day, the sun. It's an irreversible change. Now,
Irreversible change.
can you tell me the reason why are you calling it irreversible?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please do.
When the cement gets wet, it gets hardened and then it couldn't be reversed.
Yes, basically when cement mixes with water, a chemical reaction takes place and a new substance is formed, which is hard to touch, giving the answer as a reversible change or an irreversible change. Irrespective of whether you have been asked or not, please do write down whether what is the reason for the choice of your answer. Okay, you have to write support your answer with a reason. So yes, the change that has occurred in the cement is going to be an irreversible change because it is going to be a chemical change. A new substance gets formed whenever we mix cement with water. So this change is irreversible. Okay? So this is end of our chapter number 6, changes around us.